In just a few hours, family and friends will celebrate the lives of two Portland High School students who were killed in a car accident earlier this week. News Channel 5's Emily Luxon joins us from Portland High School, where one of the memorial services will be held today. And Emily, these were two well-known, well-liked kids. This has been a really rough week for that community.
It's been a very rough week, very emotional here in the Portland community and really all across Sumner County. Now, 16-year-old Kayla Purdue's funeral will be here at the high school starting at 11, and 16-year-old Austin Osborne's funeral will get underway in about an hour in Gainesboro, Tennessee. From prayer vigils to social media, everyone in this community has really been reaching out and doing what they can to remember these teenagers. Now, purple bows have also been showing up on businesses all across Sumner County in honor of Austin and Kayla. Monday night, they were killed in a car crash at the intersection of State Route 109 and Old State Highway. A semi slammed into the passenger side of the car they were riding in. Two other students were also injured, but the semi's driver was not hurt. All four of those students attended Portland High School and were returning home from a bowling match. At last night's football game between White House High School and Portland High School, donations were collected to help the families of all four students involved in the accident, and around $1,000 was raised. And while those two schools are longtime rivals, organizers said there's no better time to set aside differences.
We're bigger than football. We're bigger than sports. We're bigger than schools. It's a community that loves one another and loves our neighbors, and I think this proves it.
The two other students involved in the accident are still in the hospital. 16-year-old Justin Lemons is in critical but stable condition, and 17-year-old Caitlin Taylor is listed in stable condition. The accident remains under investigation. Reporting live in Portland, Emily Luxon, News Channel 5 HD.
A memorial service will be held this morning for the Murray County Sheriff's deputy who was killed in a car accident Tuesday. Daryl Parrott died in a one-car accident trying to help a fellow deputy pursue a DUI suspect. He lost control of his squad car, went off Clara Mathis Road in Spring Hill and hit a tree. A GoFundMe account has been set up to help his family. Today's funeral will begin at 11 at the Graymere Church of Christ in Columbia. The investigation continues this morning into a murder in Springfield that led to a 911 confession and then a suicide along I-65.
I shot my wife in the temple of her head. I thought I killed her. And I put her in the freezer out in the garage. Well, I checked on her tonight, and she's not dead.
Police believe that was the voice of Joseph Parker. He called Springfield police early yesterday morning and said he had killed his wife Samantha and stuffed her in a freezer in the couple's garage. This led to a day-long search for Parker, which ended when police pulled him over just across the Kentucky state line. And after a brief standoff, he killed himself. Police have not released any sort of motive for the murder. We're learning more about the crash that killed former Tennessee Titan Rob Bironas. According to the just released final accident report, Bironas was driving 73 miles an hour when he lost control of his SUV and crashed on Battery Lane back in September. That is more than twice the posted speed limit on the narrow and windy stretch of road. Last month, toxicology tests showed the 36-year-old had a blood alcohol level nearly 3 times the legal limit at the time of his death. The medical examiner also found a low level of Valium in his system. We're now getting an inside look at a police pursuit that ended with not one but 2 crashes. We first told you about this on Wednesday. A man robbed a pharmacy in Ashland City and took off. Cheatham County authorities caught up with the robber on Highway 12 as he was headed into Montgomery County. The suspect then sideswiped a patrol car going nearly 100 miles an hour and ran a red light, then crashed into a car. The robber then took off on foot.
Barely missing cars head on. You know, what he's trying to do there is to get the officers to back off, just showing how dangerous that he really is, how far he's willing to take it.
With the help of a canine deputy, police later arrested the driver of that car, 43-year-old Larry Bradley. Police arrested a man after a drug deal ended with a shooting in Rutherford County. Detectives say Taj Kane and Terrace Gordon went to buy marijuana from William Kennedy at home in Murfreesboro, but when they got there, the men held Kennedy at gunpoint. There was a struggle, the gun went off, and Kane was shot in the leg. Charges are pending against him, while Terrace Gordon has been charged with aggravated robbery and aggravated assault. A teenager who escaped from the Woodland Hills Youth Development Center could end up spending a very long time in adult prison. Demario Fisher was in court yesterday for a hearing. Police caught the escapee on his 18th birthday, just a couple of days after they say he robbed and shot a student near the TSU campus. The district attorney is now trying to get the attempted murder and aggravated robbery charges moved from the juvenile court system to the adult court system. Fisher remains in jail on a $300,000 bond. Have you seen or do you know this man? FBI agents say he robbed the Fifth Third Bank on North Gallatin Pike back in September. Surveillance cameras got this good photo of him, and witnesses say he has a tattoo on his right cheek. If you know who he is, call Crime Stoppers at 74-CRIME.